Imperials, Stormcloaks. Two sides of the same coin, fighting a war that no matter who wins, we all lose. For every day this war drags on, the Empire looks weak, and the Thalmor continue to plot and scheme its demise. For every hold the Stormcloaks claim, their shouts for foreigners to return to their homeland ring louder and clearer. I've sworn to stop Alduin and save Skyrim from this dragging crisis, but if this war doesn't come to an end, I fear there won't be a Skyrim left to save. I know the Empire is far from perfect. I've served under the Legion during the Great War. In that time I saw the atrocities committed by the Altmerry Dominion, and that's how I know that the worst is yet to come. Which is why I'll serve the Legion again, if only to help strengthen it for the wars to come, to give them a better chance at claiming victory over the Thalmor. If the Stormcloaks want to worship Talos so badly, then they should join us in putting an end to the Thalmor's reign, so that we all might reclaim our glory, our honor, and fight for an empire that Talos himself might be proud of again.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
Don't make me regret my choice, Tullius.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
I believe we've already met.
Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
I was set free. I could have gone anywhere. I came here to fight for the Empire.
I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
It was. I'll take that as the closest as it gets to an apology from you. Legate?
You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion.
What kind of test?
The kind that evaluates your usefulness during duress. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hraggstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse.
I see the Empire hasn't changed much since the days that I served it. What's at Fort Hraggstad?
The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hraggstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in.
Consider that fort already yours.
Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier. Sir.
Trying to decide between Stormcloaks and the Empire was not easy, but as I continued to think, my mind turned to Lucian. We're both citizens of the Empire, both born and raised in Cyrodiil. We're both strangers to Skyrim in the end. I came here so that I might proudly worship Talos. But in my travels, it's become clear that I can worship him and stay true to the Empire, and I can't see Lucian turning his back on them. And I refuse to be the one to force him to. Fort Hraggstad, huh? Now, where exactly is that? That would be a good garrison location. That would be really good in case the Stormcloaks do try to attack. It gives us a really good foothold along this main road right here. Well, taking out bandits, that's something we do every day. This should be a walk in the park. This should be an easy one for us.
I'm a swordman myself.
That should be it just ahead. Fort Hraggstad. I think I can see a bandit from here already. It's not exactly going to be easy to sneak in, so I feel like we might just go loud.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Lucian, what do you think the over-under is on me hitting this bandit right here? Close. Close doesn't really count for much, though. Close really isn't worth anything, I suppose.
Boosh! Time to die.
That it? That your best?
Now's not the time to hurl insults when I'm the one already cutting you down. And, because I just get a kick out of it, I am ready to disarm.
This is the end.
These bandits must be so confused by it. Just a man shouting weapons out of their hands. Unless they fought Draugr, I'm sure they've never seen that before. Ooh, that hurt. Well, hurt her, not me.
Time to end this little game.
Oh, you think this is a game, do you?
Let's see what you've got.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be a doorway right there. There was not. Lucian, don't worry, I can get him. Oh, I don't have enough range. I really thought I could get them. Really thought I could shout a little bit further. I guess I have something to learn about, projecting. Oh, enunciating my shouts.
You won't live to see tomorrow.
I think he's hiding in that tower somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's coming out to say hello.
When I find you, you're dead.
Oh, is that so?
There you are.
Perhaps there's not much honor in shouting weapons out of your enemy's hands. You're not giving them a fair chance. But, well, they're bandits. They're not exactly known for their honor anyway. Shall we check inside Lucian? See if there's anyone hiding.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
What was
Okay.
that?
We've got hiding. We've got bandits.
Did you hear something?
You were really ready to block me, huh? You were really ready. Ooh! Damn, Lucian, damn! You just flung that man down the stairs. I like it. Check to see if they have anything worth taking. They got a lot of cheese. They're stocked up for the winter. A lot of cheese, a lot of bread. Get these guys some wine and they'd be the fanciest bandits I ever did see. Take that, don't mind if I do. Well, the prison's clear. I guess that just leaves the main section of the fort then. Did he not hear me come in? Oh, okay, he heard. As I approached, he heard. but I'm not the quietest man after all. Oh. Did that really not do anything? Still getting the hang of this new shout. What can I say? I'm still new to it.
You puny weakling.
Alright, alright. Boom! That really took him out. Ooh. The orcish scaled armor is quite beautiful. Exquisite craftsmanship, I must say. I don't know why, I thought there was someone else here. I thought there was going to be a third person, I guess not. Vigorous healing, vigorous stamina. Alright, I'm going to take all of that. Cloak of the Northern Paladin. I'm going to take a look at that. Lost during the War of the Red Diamond, where a Knight of the Nine fell to Queen Patema's forces. Oh. You know what? This might be a new cloak for me. Yeah. No, I'm not a Knight of the Nine, but I feel like that's very fitting, Lucian. We are about to join the Legion. I feel like it works. I feel like it makes sense. Oh hey, and the Shield of Chorrol. Well, Chorrol. I want to hang it on my wall, if nothing else. Just a little bit of a reminder of home. Little bit of a reminder of good old Cyrodiil. Lucian, I told you it wasn't going to be too bad. I told you this wasn't going to be that hard for us. I guess that means we can head back and tell the Legate the good news.
Welcome back, soldier. I'm glad you made it in one piece. I'll send men to garrison the fort right away. You did well. I'm impressed. But before we go any further, it's time for you to officially join the Legion. Speak with General Tullius. He'll administer the oath.
In joining the Legion, you'll be taking an oath binding you to the service of the Emperor, and thus to every citizen of the Empire.
I'm familiar with the oath.
Changed your mind? Decided you wanted to soldier for the Empire after all.
I am ready to take the oath.
Well then, repeat after me. Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor Titus Mede II.
Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor Titus Mede II.
And unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire.
And unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire.
May those above judge me, and those below take me, if I fail in my duty.
May those above judge me, and those below take me, if I fail in my duty.
Long live the Emperor, long live the Empire.
Long live the Emperor, long live the Empire.
Welcome to the Imperial Legion, soldier. Just remember, we take care of our own. Once you're in the Legion, you're in it for life. Speak to Behrend. He's normally out by the forge. He'll get you outfitted. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Ricka has a special assignment for you.
Maybe it's a good thing I didn't tell them that I used to be in the Legion. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't mention it if they're saying that being in the Legion is for life. Well, let me go check in on that armor. I'll be back to speak with you momentarily.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too busy to hear them. Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
Well, on that note, General Tullius said you'd get me outfitted.
Yep. I just have one question for you. Light, medium, or heavy?
Heavy.
They don't make finer steel anywhere else. If this doesn't keep you from dying, nothing will. Now that's it. 1 free outfit per soldier. You lose that, or get it banged up, you'll need to pay like everyone else.
I suppose I should put away my ebony armor then.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
That, and let me see if I can improve the imperial armor. Okay, just need steel for that. That's easy enough.
Tell me again why I'm wasting men chasing after a fairy tale.
If Ulfric gets his hand on that crown, it won't be a fairy tale. It'll be a problem.
Don't you Nords put any stock in your own traditions? I thought the Moot chose the king. We're backing Elisif. When the Moot meets, they'll do the sensible thing.
Not everyone's agreed to the moot. You've been here long enough to know that Nords aren't always sensible. We follow our hearts.
So what? Ulfric gets this crown and then suddenly he's High King?
No, it's not as simple as that. But the Jagged crown would be a potent symbol for his cause to rally around. But if we found it first...
And we gave it to Elisif.
In the absence of the moot, it would further legitimize her claim.
Perhaps. I'm entrusting you with what resources I can spare. But I'm warning you, if this turns out to be a waste of time and men...
It won't be a waste.
Make sure you take the auxiliary here. You can send him back when you get there and find nothing but old bones and cobwebs.
The Stonefist's no fool. He's found the crown, but we'll get to it first.
Legate?
Welcome to the Legion, Auxiliary. Listen up. Ulfric's right-hand man, Galmar Stonefist, has located what he believes is the final resting place of the Jagged crown. We're going to make sure he doesn't get his hands on it. The rest of my men are already assembling outside Corvinjune. I'll meet you there as soon as I finish up here.
What is the Jagged crown?
A legendary crown dating back to King Harald's time, or before. A powerful relic of a golden age, long since past. Legend has it that the crown is made from the bones and teeth of ancient dragons, and is said to increase the power of the wearer. Whatever the truth, if Ulfric gets his hands on it, it would be a powerful symbol around which to rally support for his cause.
And how do we know the crown is in Corvinjune?
Well, to be frank, we don't. Its location was lost with King Borgus when the Great Hunt killed him off while on his Lushan campaigns. Supposedly, his body was brought back to Skyrim and secretly buried with the crown. Knowledge of that location was lost in the Wars of Secession. But my agents report that Galmar is pretty damn convinced Corvinjune is the tomb of King Borgus. I know Galmar. We fought in many wars together. He's not a sentimental man taken to fancy. If he believes the crown is there, he's likely found it.
Why do you fight for the Empire, Legate?
I am a loyal citizen of the Empire. My parents were legionnaires, and I've followed in their footsteps. But more importantly, I am a daughter of Skyrim, and wish to see her made whole again.
Don't Stormcloaks call themselves sons and daughters of Skyrim?
I've been a daughter of Skyrim all my life. I love this land, and her people. So do all the Nords that serve the Empire. Ulfric, too, once. He wasn't always a self-serving egomaniac. He fought in the Imperial army in the war against the Dominion. But Ulfric and his Stormcloaks are deluding themselves. If there's any hope of a long-term victory against the Dominion, it's in the Empire. The rebels are only inflaming the tension and weakening the Empire by distracting it from its ultimate aim.
So you have no problem with the treaty that bans the worship of Talos?
I'm a soldier, not a politician, and my personal beliefs are not yours to question.
I meant no offense by it. What do you think it'll take to end the war?
I hope Ulfric will come to his senses, but I fear he's in too far to stop now. Likely only Ulfric's death or the overthrow of the Jarl supporting him will end this. Either way, much blood will be spilt. Don't wait for me. Get to Corvin as soon as you're ready. I'll meet you there.
Alright, Lucian. Let's get a move on. Oh wow, it's gonna take a little while to get to Corvin. It's also gonna be really tricky to beat the Stormcloaks there because it's so much closer to Windhelm than it is to us here in Solitude.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man fallen on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
What's your story, veteran?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
What if I could find that helmet for you?
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
He's okay.
Always good
Breathy
talking
and
to
a little
you,
harsh
friend.
on the nose.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Speaking of harsh,
If I can get you your helmet
you
back,
bards don't cut each other
I feel
any
like I'll be
slack,
doing
do
my
you?
part. Oh wow, it really cleared up quickly, huh? I know we have to meet with Legate Ricka, but I'm not going to turn down an opportunity to help a fellow veteran of the Great War. How far away is Shadowgreen Cavern anyway? It's a quick detour, it's not going to take us too long. If anything, the way I look at it, it's another way to serve the Legion and its people. One thing I should do, just to remain a little inconspicuous at times, is probably keep my other set of armor on my horse so I can swap between that and my Imperial armor. Last thing I need is to get in trouble or to draw too much attention to myself when we're in other cities that are still under Stormcloak control. Might get some weird looks, might get a little bit of the stink eye, depending on where I am in Skyrim. Is that a wolf? Oh god, yep. Oh, it just leapt up and bit my face. Don't worry, you're fine. You're okay. Figured I'd use Dragonbane for a little bit. If anything else, it's a Blade's weapon. It really is an Imperial weapon, and it's very fitting for me. Even when I'm not fighting dragons, still does shock damage, so it's really just going to be a great weapon all around. And it gives me a chance to work on my one-handed as well for a little bit. And it gives me a chance to work on my one-handed for a bit. I don't like how close this is to the Thalmor Embassy. Oh. What is going on here? What is this?
You're interfering with official Thormore business.
What are these?
You're interfering with official Thormore business.
Are those goblins just sniffing your crotches? Are they trained
Move along.
goblins? I think those are trained goblins. What?
This doesn't concern you, citizen.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
Be warned. You have been marked by the Tholmor.
What are you gonna do about it, punk? Let's get out of here before, they sick their trained goblins on me. As always, my ability to read the map is less than stellar, so I was going the wrong way by being up by the Thalmor Embassy. Had to cut back, had to find my way down the mountain, but I think we're nearly there. Maybe not the quickest shortcut as I thought it would be, but once again, I'm not going to turn my back on the citizens of the Empire. To me, that's part of what it means to be a member of the Legion, after all. Even if the Legion won't always look out for us, its loyal soldiers. I would be curious if Lucian has any opinion on the war, because he really hasn't said anything yet. But he's from Cyrodiil, I'm from Cyrodiil, it's our home. And ultimately, it's always hard to really turn your back on what you know. Turn your back on your home, on your friends, on your family. Oh, whoops. I want fire breath, I don't want to wash myself. I'll save that for later. This shield is massive and it's great. Shield is massive and I love it. What do we have here? Anyone else? Oh, Spriggan. Oh god, I gotta just keep an eye out on my health because I know that Spriggans just murder me so quickly. Bears too, though. Bears are also partially responsible for it. I can fight a dragon with not as much trouble now, but Spriggans, bears, oh, that's where it gets tricky. That's the hard stuff.
That was good teamwork.
Keep an eye out, Lucian. I doubt that's the last of them. I think this place might be falling apart. Uh-oh. Did that hit it? It did. Oh, going for the kill. Oh, rush in. Rush forward. Don't give them a chance to go back invisible. Don't give them a chance to heal. Can't risk it. Can't afford it. Now... I don't consider this cheap. I don't consider this to be unfair. But I know how deadly Spriggans can be. It's also not the only one. Okay, yep. Oh god. Still have Wuthred though. Still have it so I can always switch back to that if anything.
Yeah.
Oh!
I can't.
I'm just looking at my health. It evaporated before my very eyes. It just vanished.
Get it?
Okay, quick. Press your advantage. Do not stop. What is that? I know it's the health drain, but that's so ridiculous. Like, what even could I use potion-wise to counteract that? I don't even know if increasing my heavy skill would matter for that at all. What? Look at this. This is impossible. This is stupid. Dragonbane was unequipped? Alright. This is terrible. I am losing health faster than I can use potions. It's ridiculous. Alright. I know Spriggans are hard, but that did not seem right, frankly. That did not seem like it was going the way that it should have. That was easily hundreds of damage per second. It must have been. Minor heal. I'm so glad I get minor healing after all that. I also can't blame Nost for not wanting to come and get the helmet. I don't think he would have survived. I barely survived. I don't even think using anything like slow time or anything else would have made any difference in the matter. Oh, the only thing I can think of is if I had stayed back with my bow and arrow, but then Lucian would have gone down, and then I would have been killed anyways, so that just was not great. Maybe resist magic would have counted for that? That's my only bet, but oh god. I'm amazed I was able to heal up in time because that was very, very, very close. Oh, we got more wolves. I'm switching back to Wuthred. I know I just said
Phew.
that I
Wasn't
wanted
sure
to
which way
use
that was going to
Dragonbane,
go.
but after the brush with death that I just had, I'm just using what I know works. I'd have to go and check to see what my ebony armor was at, but I don't think this is even that much worse. I know I should probably just put my helmet on. That would have helped. Yeah. The helmet's going on, the helmet's staying on for now. I don't even know if it would have made enough of a difference, but we'll keep it on from here on out. That's enough getting sidetracked for me for one day. We're gonna give Nostra his helmet and then head off to find the
you can
Jagged
afford
crown.
a septim or two? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I found your helmet.
Look at it. That's real Nord craftsmanship, that is. Let me show you an old trick I learned as a scout. Makes it harder for the enemy to notice you.
Thank you. Sneak increased to 40.
Always good talking to you, friend.
Let me grab my ebony armor now. I'll grab that now. I'll give that to my horse. I also need to level my horse because we've trained that enough.
Hey, wanna play tag?
I'm not actually sure what my horse's carry limit is either.
Tag, you're it.
We might find it by giving it a full set of ebony armor to carry around, frankly. So my imperial armor is actually better than my ebony plate armor because I can improve steel armor more. That's crazy. Although I might be able to improve the ebony armor even more should I use both my gauntlets of smithing and my ring of smithing. Although in that sense, I might even be able to get my silver armor back to being better than the ebony armor again. Oh, I'm conflicted because I prefer the silver armor. I like the look of the silver armor more. Well, we're gonna find out. Alright, I cannot improve them further. I don't have the skill. Which my guess would be that's going to be advanced armors. Which means I'm close to being at the right skill. I would just need an additional perk point.
I got some fine armor, if you're looking.
Alright.
Keep safe, and always wear your armor.
So sometime soon I would be able to get my silver armor back up to par with my ebony. So sometime soon I'll be able to make use of that again.
You don't need my fruit.
Which, it's my favorite armor set anyway. It's my favorite looking set. Looks like we're sticking with ebony as our backup set, as our wanting to go a little bit more incognito set then. That's fine. That's acceptable.
Long life to you, Thane.
Oh no, you guys again?
Hey, you. Come here. We want to talk to you.
You again? What?
You see, we noticed that you're our new Thane. So I thought, maybe I should be better acquainted with you. Wow. I'm so honored to see you, Thane.
The weight of a backpack down through one's legs.
I don't like your attitude.
No, really? Well, if you put it that way, then we don't like you either. You're an outsider. Don't you see that? I don't know how you've turned our Jarl into liking you. But to us, you are, and always will be, an outsider. What's become of our tradition? You clearly don't deserve such a high honor. You're a disgrace to our culture. Our culture.
If you'll excuse me now, I have better things to do.
Sure. The great Thane doesn't have time to listen to some peasants talking. Is that it? Well, leave then, and don't ever come back.
This is my house. I'm coming back. Dumbass. That's the second time now that these thugs have threatened me. Next time, I'll fight them. Next time, I'll brawl them.
You use them both for your weapon. I can respect that.
With any luck, that'll teach them to mess with me. Maybe it'll be what I need to do in order to shut them up. Maybe it'll win them over, maybe they'll have a little bit more respect if they know that I can best them. I hope I can, at least. Think in my adventures I've won 2 brawls and I've lost 2. So I'm 50-50. Not doing great, but he sounded kind of drunk anyway. I think I can fight a drunk. You should rest and meditate on what you've learned. Horses ascended to level 3, strength, endurance, and speed. We're gonna do strength again, since I mainly use you as just a mule anyway. Let's ride. We'll travel by night. That's fine. Either way, it's time for us to find the Jagged Crown.